The year was 1878. The American West was still being forged, and the institution of marriage often reflected the rugged individualism of the frontier. It was in this context that the Supreme Court heard a case that would forever shape the legal understanding of marriage in the United States, Maynard v. Hill. This case emerged from the story of David Maynard and Lydia Maynard, a couple who began their married life together in Ohio. David Maynard, gripped by the spirit of adventure, ventured west to seek his fortune in the Oregon Territory. Lydia, however, remained in Ohio. Years passed and communication between the two waned. Eventually, David, believing his marriage to be effectively over, sought and received a legislative divorce from the Oregon Territory. This unusual form of divorce, granted by a governing body rather than a court, would form the heart of the legal battle to come. When Lydia Maynard learned of the legislative divorce and the subsequent remarriage of David, she contested its validity. This set in motion a chain of legal events that culminated in the case reaching the highest court in the land. At its core, Maynard v. Hill grappled with a fundamental question. Could a marriage, considered a binding contract between two individuals, be unilaterally dissolved by a legislative act? Or did the sanctity and legal weight of marriage require judicial oversight and adherence to due process? The arguments presented before the Supreme Court reflected the complexities of the issue. Lydia Maynard's representatives argued that the Oregon legislature's divorce decree violated her rights under the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. They contended that marriage was more than a mere contract. It was a fundamental status, a relationship imbued with societal and personal significance that could not be dissolved without due process of law. In a decision that reverberates through family law even today, the Supreme Court sided with David Maynard, upholding the validity of the legislative divorce. The court recognized marriage as a fundamental institution, the foundation of the family and of society, without which there would be neither civilization nor progress. However, the court also emphasized the state's broad authority to regulate marriage. The justices argued that while marriage is a contract, it is more than a mere private agreement between two parties. It is a status, a public institution, subject to the regulation of the state. This power to regulate, the court held, included the authority to establish the conditions under which a marriage could be dissolved. This decision, while seemingly a victory for legislative authority, laid the groundwork for a more nuanced understanding of marriage and divorce in the decades to come. The Maynard v. Hill decision continues to shape the landscape of family law in the United States. It established the state's broad authority to regulate marriage and divorce, paving the way for the development of modern family law as we know it. This includes the establishment of no-fault divorce laws, the rise of prenuptial agreements, and the intricate legal frameworks surrounding child custody, child support, and the division of marital property. More importantly, Maynard v. Hill underscores the complex interplay between individual rights and state interests in the realm of marriage and divorce. While the state has broad authority to regulate these matters, this authority must be exercised within the bounds of the Constitution. Understanding this delicate balance is essential for anyone considering marriage, divorce, or any other family law matter today. Maynard v. Hill, though decided over a century ago, remains a potent reminder of the enduring power of the law to shape our most personal relationships. Thank you for watching. If you would like more information, please visit us at www.thepalmerlawfirm.com. At the Palmer Law Firm, we can't protect your heart, but we can protect your rights.